Shalom, shalom, Israel. Coming back with another video. First off, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Amlak Yahushai. Right? All honor, glory, and praises unto the Most High God and His only begotten Son, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, whom we know as Yahweh Shai Mashiach, right, in the Hebrew. I'm going to start off with the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 2, right, in the law. And it reads, Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, right? Neither shall you diminish aught from it. So we should not add to the word which the Most High God hath commanded us, right? We should not add to these law, statutes, and commandments. We should not add to the prophecies that is written in the Bible. Now, we should not add to anything in the Holy Scriptures at all, right? Neither take away from it, right? We cannot be like these so-called pastors that, they say the law is done away with, right? So they're taken out from the book, right? And then they're saying that you got to keep tithes. They're adding what they want, right? They're doing what they want to do. Right? We cannot be like that. We cannot add to the Bible. We cannot take from the Bible. We have to read it as it is, and do as it says, right? Not doing what we want. It says, Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall you diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you. See? So that we may keep the commandments of the Lord our God, which He had commanded us. Deuteronomy 12 and 32. Book of Deuteronomy 12 and 32. What things soever I command you, observe to do it. So He said, whatever thing He commanded us, for us to observe and do it, right? Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. So we cannot add to the law, statute, commandments, and we cannot take from the law, statute, commandments, right? We have to do just as it says, observe it as it is written, and do according to as it is written, right? We can't be playing games with the scriptures, right? We cannot be doing what we want to do. Let's get the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 7. It's going to be a quick video. Just want to get into the, a few scriptures on this. Joshua 1 and 7. And it reads, see if I'm going to start up. Let me see. I'll start at 7. It says, Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law. Right? So he said, only be strong and very courageous. Right? That thou mayest observe to do according to all the law. Right? That we may observe and do according to all the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? Which Moses, my servant, commanded thee. Right? Because we know that Moses was teaching the law. Right? It says, turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. Right? So he said, don't turn to the right hand or don't turn to the left. Right? Don't add to the word, don't take away. Right? We have to do according to as it is written. Right? We can't be playing games. Right? Let me get another precept. Let me see. Let me see. Lock here real quick. Deuteronomy 29:29 says, the secret things belong unto the Lord our God, but those things which are revealed belong unto us. Right? So the secret things belong unto the Most High God, but those things which are revealed belong unto us. And what's revealed unto us? The law, statute, commandments, right? That we're Israelites according to the Bible. Right, the high holy days, right, the ordinances, things of that nature, right? Those things belong to us, right? The kingdom of heaven, right? The law, statutes, and commandments. All these things belong to us, right? He says, and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law, right? So we have to do all the words of the law, right? Cannot add to or take away, right? Get the book of Deuteronomy 5 and 32. It says, Ye shall observe to do therefore as the Lord your God hath commanded you. You shall not turn aside to the right hand or to the left. Right? So we have to observe and do as the Lord hath commanded us. Right? Let's get the book of Proverbs 30 and 6. Book of Proverbs 30 and 6. So lock here for the noise in the background, construction going on next door. Proverbs 30 and verse 6. And it reads, I start at verse 5. Every word of God is pure. Every word of God, every word of the Most High God is pure, right? He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. He's a shield to those who trust in him, right? And his word is pure. Add thou not unto his words, right? His word is pure. We don't need to add to his words. He said, do not add to his words, right? Lest he reprove thee and thou be found a liar, right? Unless he reprove you and then you be found a liar because you decided to add to the word and the Lord reproves you, then you found a liar and you're spiritually marked among men, and no one's going to want to be around you, right? Some more on that. Pretty much, yeah, that's it on that. Let me see if I can get a precept to it. Let me see. Get a precept. Let's see if this precept links up. So lock here real quick. Now I'm gonna get the book of Revelations. Let's get the book of Revelations 22 and verse 18. And it reads, I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, right? If any man adds unto the Holy Bible, add unto the prophecies, the law, statutes, commandments, add to anything that is written in the Bible, right? It says, if any man shall add unto these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are not written in this book. So if you add into this Holy Bible, the Most High God said, if you add into his word, and he's going to add unto you the plagues that are not written in this book. And what are plagues? It's diseases, right? Let's get a definition on that real quick. And get a definition on plagues. Revelations 22. Let's go on the blue letter real quick. Blue letter Bible. Coordinates. It's like, yeah. Let's go on the coordinates real quick. Plagues. G 4127. Right?
Strong's G 4127. Plague. Plague.
And it says a blow, stripe, a wound, a public calamity, heavy affliction, plague. Right? So the Lord said, man, if you add into his word, you're going to receive a stripe, a wound, right? And what kind of wounds? These wounds could be physical wounds, and it can be like diseases, right? Let's get another definition on that. Let's go here. Plagues. Plague, it says a contagious bacteria disease characterized by a fever or delirium typical with the formation of buboes, bubonic plague, and sometimes infection of the lungs, right? It says cause continual trouble or distress too, right? He has been plagued by ill health, right? Afflict, bed evil, torture, torment, trouble, right? Curse, right? So the Lord said He's gonna add to you the plagues that are not written in this book if you add them to His word, right? Verse 19, and if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, so now if any man takes away, what happens when you take away from the word? He said, God shall take away his part out of the book of life. He says he's going to take your part out of the book of life. Meaning what? You're not going to be found written in the book of life. Therefore, you're not going to make it into the kingdom of heaven. Why? Because you decided to take away from the word of the Most High God, right? And that's going off. We cannot be doing that. We cannot add to or take away from, right? It says, God shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city, right? Out of the holy city, which is what? Jerusalem. And from the things which are written in this book, right? The Lord's going to take your name out of these things, right? Meaning what? You ain't going to make it to the kingdom of heaven if you add in or taken away from the Most High God's word. The Most High God does not deal with that, right? We cannot be doing what we want to do and adding and taking away from the word, coming up with our own doctrines and things like that. The Lord don't deal with it, right? But Lord willing, like I said, it's a quick video. Lord willing, this video is edifying. To the next video, Shalom.